time for another amazing guest.
All right, the show's brought to you by pizzapizza.ca. Oh, you're not allowed eating in here. You're not allowed eating in here, hon. I know you had your eyes on those donuts, didn't you there, babe? Didn't you there? Look, that's hilarious. You see, you're like we just took away your first tricycle or something. You look so down.
My firstborn.
Yeah, you're okay.
A very defeated Jen Kirsch.
How are you?
The struggle is real. I'm really good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. JenKirsch.com?
TheJenKirsch.com.
Cool.
Yeah.
How do you spell your last name?
Kirsch.
All right, it's a little bit confusing, right?
It could be.
What's going on with you?
Well, I'm single now.
Yeah, and so you become our dating expert because of it.
Well, it's just it's hilarious times in the dating age. Like, oh, Todd, like
how old are you?
I'm 31. Just be so happy you're off the market, although it's great for material. Like the stories I have are out of control. Like you can't make this stuff up. It is a crazy world out here.
Your own dating?
My own dating experiences. Like every night is like I'll go to a media event, and then after, like I ran into Todd at this LeBron James party last week, and did my work thing, and then I left and went on a date. And
by the way, did I tell you about that? Did I tell you about that LeBron James party?
You left just as he walked in.
Yeah.
Crazy, right? I literally...
He was like waiting, and he was like, should we just go? Should we go? And he left when he walked.
Because I hate shit like that. Like I hate seeing everyone in the world that I know that goes to all these events, including Jen. No. And then as we went down, LeBron comes up.
Yeah, of course.
But what was cool about it is, Jay, is that until LeBron got there, I was the biggest celebrity in the room. Oh. So it felt kind of good. Anyway, so you're going on dates, 1 million dates.
Yeah, I've been like using dating apps such as Tinder, and there's this new dating app called Happn, HPPN. Basically, whenever you walk past someone, if they're single and on the app, they pop up.
What?
Yeah, it's like you have to look at this thing. It's crazy. So basically, it tells you what intersection you passed at. You get to see an unlimited amount of pictures of them. If they write their job, like you could see what their job is. And it's basically people that you would be interacting with. It's the greatest app. I've gone on like...
What's the app?
It's called Happn.
What, like you spell it with an E though?
HPPN.
I see, I knew it. I fucking knew it. They always take the E at everything now.
Okay, look.
Weekend takes the E out of shit.
Like,
this guy was on our show the other day, Alex Feliz. He took the E out of Alex. Everyone's dropping E.
Everyone's dropping me. So basically, if you click one of the guys' profiles, and you scroll down,
turned on, Jay.
It tells you what intersection you guys ran into each other at, how many times you've passed each other.
Oh my God!
Which is good for like a Queen West snob like me, because I really am like
Queen West and area in Toronto.
Oh right, Toronto, yeah. I mean, it's so great because you just see where these people go that you're meeting. It's pretty awesome.
There's a lot of man buns on this thing.
There's a lot of man buns on this thing. That's like the new dating thing. Not a lot of dads. It's more of a younger crowd.
Wow.
Let me see this thing.
So
these are people that you had a circumstance with. Like you were near these people.
I mean...
Did now anyone you go on this app, Jen Kirsch, do you notice any of these people? Like, do you do?
Oh my God! So there's this guy.
Like you look like I remember that cute face, like that. Just before I went in to go and grab myself a latte cafe pape, a venti. Yeah. But I noticed a guy with the beard or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you do. I'm very aware if someone lives in my building. Like if I see a picture of theirs and it has the elevator, like a selfie with an elevator in my building, or like one of those typical balcony shots that guys love to do. I could tell if they live in my building. So that's a little too close for comfort. But I legit pulled out my phone when I was at a bar and was able to spot the guy on it across the bar from me.
Wow.
And what I like about this, what I like about this is someone's single or allegedly single and available. I mean, when you go up to someone at a bar, you have the chance to get rejected. You don't want to come off too aggressive. So it's a great way to see who's actually available before you make your move.
Well, yeah. See, both my girlfriends think I'm single.
You can never get on this app.
This is why I love this also more than Tinder. I find like Tinder, you see everyone you know. because a lot of it's like you're connected through Facebook or whatever.
Yes.
And this is more so who you're passing by. And everyone on here, I haven't seen the women's selection, but all the guys on here are babes. Like most people are on here fairly good looking and fairly legit.
A lot of babes on there, as I viewed. You ever worried about your security though, because you have like someone knows where you are every day?
Well, if anything, it's like it's almost productive to knowing who's stalking you. Like if you're like, hey, this guy crossed my path 140 times in the last 4 days, you're like, some suspicious here.
Perhaps.
But also, the past week and a bit.
Wait! I can't let that comment go. Hang on a second. Have you crossed paths with a female in 3 days over 144 times and not be suspicious? Like, is there something you're...
No.
Because that was did you notice your reply? You're just like, perhaps.
I do believe, though, that this app, and I could be wrong, is based off a murder scenario on a CSI episode that aired a few years ago, where a young single woman was murdered because of a hypothetical app that existed in the CSI episode that tracked her movements, and the guy was able to find out where she would be every day and eventually killed her. So that's where my perhaps came from, because I think it's creepy. I think it's a little creepy.
I don't think it's creepy at all. I think it's really great. There's issues with it though, like there is with everything when it comes to dating and girls being like fucking crazy. So I've been dating this guy for about 10 days that I met on this app, and this week he's been a bit busy, and we all know what that means. And so he told me he was like out visiting his parents in Oakville or something, but then it popped up that our paths crossed. So it's, like it is a little stalkery.
Yeah.
And then you can't be like, oh, screen grab, saw you cross my path, because then you look like you look psycho.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's very interesting. Having said that, it's cool to see when someone like, oh, they're 2 km away. They haven't liked me back yet. And maybe if I walk towards this direction, will they be, 1 km away? It's really the whole geography. The whole geography thing about it's a bit weird.
The French CEO of Happn insists his mobile dating app can't be used to stalk people. Mobile dating app Happn, despite what some reports have suggested, isn't for this purpose. The Happn app allows single people to set up their own profile and choose what kind of person they're looking for based on sex and age. The app shows users their crossed paths and with how many times. After 2 Happn users express an interest in one another by tapping a red love heart on the other person's profile, then they are able to write messages to one another. When asked about this, whether the app can be used to stalk people, Happn co-founder and CEO Diddler Rappaport.
Trustworthy sounding name.
Oh, Didier, sorry. Okay, Didier Rappaport claimed that it isn't nearly accurate enough. You can cross paths with people who are around you, but it is not really precise because it's in a circle of 250 meters, which in a big city is very large, so you cannot really stalk people. He said, what a fucking creep. You can't really
quote,
stalk
unquote,
people.
stalk people.
No, you can definitely stalk people. But again, back to all this shit. And we had an interesting talk with a dude who knows a lot about Facebook, which I was telling Jay. I never want to see anybody harmed in this world. And I never want to see any of our private information being used against us. But you know what? If we fucking condone all this shit, you need to expect that something potentially bad can happen. Because you know what? If I put a dick pic of myself and send it to someone, I would also expect that maybe that dick pic will be shared at some point in my life.
It will be.
And it will be. And that's why I was very smart and always used Jay Brody's dick when I sent dick pics.
Yeah.
So, I got smart about it. And that's what people need to do. By the way, great dick, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's how I met my wife. She looked at Jay Brody's dick, and now that she unfortunately is the real thing, she's like, fuck, I kind of like Jay Brody, but now we're locked into
False
the institution.
advertising.
Yes, big time. But people, I'm not condoning it. I'm not ever saying go and fucking stalk people, because that's a criminal offense, and you never want to put women in harm's way at all. But these are the cautions that you got to know if you're putting yourself out there that can potentially happen. I'm sorry, there has to be some accountability.
Yeah. But I mean, when you're going on an app and you're using things and you're using apps like Foursquare to even check in places that has nothing to do with dating, I mean, there's a risk.
Yes.
People on Instagram tag their selfies, their pictures, and it's, they're checking into their condo. We know where people live. I mean,
Jesus, really?
Yeah, I may have done that. So don't give me that look. That was me. I was referring to myself.
Crazy to me.
But I mean, I think that everyone
And
has
now I'm
so
on
much...
vacation. I'm checking in a Mexican all-inclusive. And now we know Jen's not at her condo where she checked in.
Right.
And now I'm going to go rob her tampons. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't want to make it seem like
really,
you're rich.
that's what you're going to rob from me, of all the great stuff I
didn't
have.
want to make it seem like now you just told people on the radio you had great stuff.
Oh,
I was actually making it down to people going, why would I want to steal her tampons? Although there's some guy who is following you on Happn who does.
And you could probably even sell them your tampons and make a good profit on them.
That's
the
not
new
bad.
Happn.
Another thing, just going back to we were saying false advertising. I was chatting. I'm like really into this facial hair phase. I'm really into beards and mustaches right now, post Movember. And there's this guy.
Jesus,
there's this guy I was
what's
talking to. He's some actor. He's in Toronto this week filming
Do you know
a
his
movie.
name?
Yes, but I'm not going to share.
Come on,
it.
I want him on the show. Can you tell us after?
I could tell you
Okay.
after. So we were talking yesterday, and I was out for a media dinner, and I had friends and my dad, who was with me at the media dinner. I passed around my phone and had people vote on these 3 guys I was talking to who could win the date with me for the night. And so it turns out it was this guy, actor boy, and he had like this sweet stash. Like, I was so fucking excited. And
The flavor saver.
and right before he came to meet me at the venue of choice, he's like, "Oh, I should tell you, because I know that your profile says you like facial hair." He's like, "I should tell you I had to shave off my stash for my role, but usually I'm sporting it." So I'm like, "Oh my God, total false advertisement." And like, you can't be like, "Oh, I'm not going to
tell us a story like this and not tell us who the actor is. He a big actor?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, like he's an actor from the States.
Come on, give us a hint.
Like,
No.
would we know him? Would we know who he is?
I don't
the
know.
story's boring if I don't know, like,
I know, but like, come on.
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews. Shia LaBeouf.
No.
I'd do some things to shit.
Oh
did I
my
say
God.
that
But
out
yeah, I
loud?
hung out with him during TIFF, and he is quite the...
Give me a minute. We got a minute. Tell me a Shia LaBeouf story, Jen Kirsch, thejenkirsch.com. And I love these dating. You got to tell us some more stalker stories
Yeah, I
next
have
week.
such great stalker
I love this
stories.
Happn stuff. Like, tell us who you go on dates through Happn. I think this is an amazing
Oh my God,
bit.
I feel like every week we could talk about my date. Just to wrap it up, I went on a date a few weeks ago with someone from Tinder. He invited me to his show that he was performing, music show, and the last song that he wrapped up to was called Sit on My Face. So these are sort of the classy things that I get up to in Toronto.
What band is that? We want him in the talent show.
Oh my God. I'll find out the name of his band. I just reactivated my Tinder yesterday morning, so I'll hit him up. I'm sure he'll be very happy to hear from me.
Sit on my face. Is it like what kind of...
Oh, it's like he aggressively
Jazz.
drums during it. It's
Jazz.
kind of hilarious.
It's Bublé's latest Christmas special.
Talk
hit.
about a great idea for a wedding song, first dance.
Won't you come over to my place and gently sit on my face?
I like that it's gently.
Smooth jazz.
Oh, sweet.
Hey, what's up? I'm Roddy. Subscribe to our channel. You're going to love it. For the rest of this episode, you got to check out our podcast online on the website. Go check it out. You won't be disappointed.